Tango Delta nominal.
Guidance is internal. Ignition sequence starts. 3, 2, 1.
We're safe on
Tell it's real because it looks so fake.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jaren from Jeranism once again, back with another video for you. I'm not sure if you ever noticed, I wanted to point out that there in the lower right we have Sean Hufford. You've got Red's Rhetoric and Houseoy, and very emotional there. And also there's Slice Barcane, so congratulations Sly. So it makes it very difficult to tell these guys, well, there's Sly again, crying, and yeah, so it makes it hard to tell these guys that they actually, see there again. It makes it difficult. You know, all they did was land a remote control car on Devon Island in northern Canada. And there you have Sean and Red fighting back tears or herpes. You can't help but feel bad for the fanboys who, I mean, they just really have no idea. Here we get to hear a little bit from Red. Extremely exciting.
Yes!
Now you may be asking, what is all this excitement about? And it's about a wheel. Seriously.
It's the wheel! It's the wheel!
we can see a wheel image.
Yeah, a wheel. Very exciting, very emotional, impossible to fake. I mean, you got poor Sean Hufford beating himself up over this.
On that, I'm going to close out. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm sorry I couldn't get Wolfie in. Maybe next time.
Sean, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I mean, chin up, Red's Rhetoric. Many people have done far worse things than film rockets as they launch into the ocean and then use those videos as proof of space travel. You'll get over it. But this video is just going to point out one instance of complete astronaut stupidity. One thing that's clear is that astronauts should be the cream of the crop. NASA claims that 1 out of 4,000 applicants becomes an astronaut. 1 out of 4,000. Okay, so that means if you grab 100 people off the street, really none of them, maybe one, should be anywhere close to as intelligent as these astronauts. So why is it that I could pull 50 people off the street and they could do a better job of explaining the science that's going on the so-called space station? Let's hear one particular astronaut. His name is Two Fish, Jack Fisher, Mr. Clueless himself. Let's hear him rattle off some nonsense when he's asked what kind of science is being done on the ISS. Let's also make this a little game. So, Jack Fisher is about to answer a question, and that answer takes him 1 minute and 50 seconds. Your job is to correctly predict the amount of times that he will say science or sciences in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Could it be 2 times? Could it be 200? Who knows? Your job is simply to guess. Go ahead and make your guess now. So now that you've guessed, let's hear him out. And anyone who has done any research into astronauts or actronauts will tell you that this is not unique. I've never heard an astronaut sound remotely intelligent. Not at all. These men and women are not the cream of the crop. They are the bottom of the barrel. Don't trust me, though. Go find an intelligent astronaut interview. I dare you. Here we have Two Fish on some podcast. 1 minute and 50 seconds is his answer. What's your guess? How many times will we throw that word science in there?
And you've been working side by side with them for the last couple of months. Just walk us through real quick. What's just, some of the stuff you're doing up there? Because it's a lot more than just flying and stuff like that. You're doing, serious experiment work up there.
Oh, absolutely. The space station is just the most amazing world-class laboratory floating around doing science all day, every day. We're doing science inside. We're doing science outside. Let me turn this off real quick. We're getting an echo, so I don't want you to hear me twice. That's way too much. So the space station, for example, when SpaceX 11 came up, it had 6 tons of science, mostly science on board, that then we had to bring on board, knock out that science, get it back on the SpaceX and back to Earth. That's the job of this place, is just rocking the science. We're doing not only stuff for human health and those type of sciences. There was a great experiment that Peggy was working on the other day with a new drug that actually targets cancer cells. We're growing lung cancer tissue, and it was doing some great work against the cancer. How cool would that be if we could crack the code of that horrible disease that, you know, even my daughter fell prey to? So not just those, we're looking just 10 feet from me is a machine called the ELF that's looking at new ways to create alloys that are lighter, that are stronger. I mean, this whole place, every square inch is dedicated to either pure science or the systems that are going to keep us and those science experiments cranking away and getting great results back to Earth to help humanity, to make humanity better, and to enable us to explore and go further into the universe.
That sounds incredible. I'm sure, I mean, besides all the science you have...
Yeah, besides all that science, well, a few things. First, did you notice the delay? Let's watch again as he tells a joke and watch how quickly these two podcasters respond.
We're getting an echo, so I don't want you to hear me twice. That's way too much. So the space station...
So it is nice to know that they've figured out that little delay problem from 250 miles away, since this was getting a little ridiculous.
Here we go. Hello, Commander Fisher and Commander Whitson and Colonel Fisher. It is an honor for all of us and those online to join you and all of your colleagues at NASA in the first ever live 4K stream from space. What is the ISS position in orbit right now? "11 seconds.
Well, we're just passing over Baja, California, and we're heading in an arc over North
Wow, so from 11 seconds to 0 seconds in like a year. NASA scientifically banging out the science. Gee, science. Great science. Now, you may have asked yourself, why the red nose? Most people would have guessed because I was equating him to a clown, and they would be mostly correct. However, there might be another reason for the red nose and the sporadic speech. Let's check out this video, and I put a link in the description. This is the exact video. It's not altered in any way. This is the ARISS ham TV downlink, Jack Fisher K2FSH, Space Center Houston video output. So you can click the link in the description if you want to see this. Let's see if there's anything else that could be causing, I don't know, red nose and spastic behavior.
That's a great question. There's almost 300 that will be conducted over the 6-month mission.
Okay, let's see that again, because didn't he just... Well, you can decide for yourself. What exactly is going on here? Let's watch again. All right, maybe we need to hear the sound again? Not sure. What is he doing?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was an important question myself, and I was just trying to think of what else could I be seeing here. And I've seen nasal sprays. They usually have like a trigger, like this, or they're obviously nasal spray bottles like this. But then I thought, wait a second, there's no germs on the ISS. They say people don't get sick there. They make sure that you're not sick when you go up. He'd been up there for quite a while. Therefore, there shouldn't be any germs up there. So why does he have allergies on the space station? Can't be allergies. And that stick looked kind of like, like a tutor. Now let's see what happened just less than a minute later. This is less than a minute after that little snort job.
And mission control, as well as designing the next generation of vehicles and equipment that we need in order to explore further. Over.
Hey, you want to get an 8-ball? It makes faking space a lot easier. Alright, I'll get one.
And, well, we spend a lot of time taking pictures, playing with our food is nice, calling people on Earth and keeping in contact with our friends and family.
I think the glasses, when they get back from space, make a little bit more sense now. Don't you? And also, this answer takes on new meaning.
Well, we are doing everything we can to make life better on Earth, but with developing new drugs, finding ways to, you name it, we are trying. Everything we do here is either to make life better on the planet or to enable us to explore. Over.
Another interesting answer here is exactly how he got involved in space. Listen carefully. This is something I never knew and something that needs to be investigated.
I visited my grandpa who worked at Johnson Space Center when I was 6, and I saw the huge Saturn V and just thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen, and I wanted to know more, and then I just got hooked from that moment on, and I never looked back. Over.
Very interesting. Old Grandpa worked at Johnson, huh? I wonder if he liked Pepsi, or did he prefer Coke? Just wondering.
And I missed that last one. Could you say again?
So, I mean, it could have been anything, really. I mean, Jeff probably has allergies from all that pollen. That's my guess. I mean, he's clearly just an honest military man. He's got manners. I mean, that's why he ducks. He checks the monitor, and then he ducks out of the way of the camera before he sniffs his Afrin. Makes all the sense in the world. Don't know about you guys. I don't think there's anything to worry about. I'm sure the $53 million a day is going to, better humanity, to put better science and would just rock the science and provide great science for the scientific community and all the scientists, because that's what science is all about. It's about science. Thank you, patrons, for everything you do. I appreciate all your support. If you'd like to join them, patreon.com/jeranism. I would appreciate it. It would help me do more videos. So, till next time, guys, be kind to each other, don't lie to each other, and do your own research, because when you do, you'll never believe what you've been taught. Till next time, this has been Jeranism. Don't do coke.